Hello, it's Agent Fox, aka Raziera, back with more Outer Worlds 2. I know I didn't stream on Wednesday. I just wanted to watch the new Defunct Land documentary. It was real good. Like, just it's all about automatons, like no, not automatons, animatronics, and how. Ooh, hidden thing. Compact rounds, a revolver, etc. Last particulars scans. These scans show the last particular the key component of protect Russia. Nothing on this doing they identified all of those Russians are extremely jealous of the last streamlined effective design. I don't think we should take that one. Just gonna.
Drinking never made anybody happy.
Alright. That's what his assignments, and this is another thing of advancements. On the stream. These Spanish and cost and finalization. So this is going to write us a report again. Looking at the time to time. Let's send us the time. It's as fast as straight for Benz. And calling about the professional or perfect society. So that's why it's using society. Clear every. Very cool.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
That's a ruler, former ruler.
Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today.
What happened to him?
I've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself.
How long is he? been like this? When was the last time he said anything?
Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time.
The consul clearly orchestrated this in order to take control. What are you talking about?
Preposterous. The consul and all the vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will.
Oh, you should bring us over proper medical
Receiving
assistance.
the finest possible care as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
Really? So I'm going to do.
Need to work on your timing, dear. Did that earlier, might have done some good.
Let's see if you. Anyways. It's not finished, is it? I'm a real. This this mission was kind of confusing, and I didn't know if I was doing it right or not. Maybe I did it, maybe I didn't, maybe...
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating.
You killed the Sovereign.
Okay. I see. Yep. Well, now I have to do that. So, sorry, I'm basically repeating this all over again. What about the reality where I don't do that?
So, the Sovereign was undergoing mental refreshment. I do not believe for a moment that he truly was in need of it. And I fear, he shall never be the same.
Now you don't have to be beholden to them.
I choose to make my decisions on behalf of the Sovereign, for I know it is best. Even in his present state, that fact remains unchanged. The Consul shall be made to pay for his part in this. Then...
see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
Everything's taken care of. I didn't have that luck with that with the head refresher. It's the moral choice here.
Well, got what we needed. Sometimes a body count can't be helped.
Better in the ground than in our enemy's employ. Nice work, my ameliorator.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology, and that will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results.
The technology grant. Wore people down until they lacked any curiosity or drive.
Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable?
Internal domination of the lab adversely affects more often than they let on.
But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology.
The drugs enhances its effects temper, so regular dosings.
Yeah, good to know, good to know.
I admit that I remember this retention.
That's certainly interesting. Intriguing, even. What else?
That's all I found.
Excellent. Well, here's your reward, along with something extra for your effort. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right, for your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Did I do good?
Congratulations. Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo.
So your preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization?
Do you have any quandaries? Working with our organization. let's see. Heads 1, tails 4. 4 it is! Let's offend her immediately!
Well, I appreciate the clarity, if not the lack of guile. For now, I suppose we'll remain uncomfortable bedfellows, if not ideological fellow travelers. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, we've considered our rivals. I received a most curious transmission from Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the order, proposing we discuss the prospect of our groups working together. She stated this was your idea.
Well, this is an odd. Okay, why does it matter whose idea it was? Why? But if it's my idea, that means I get the blame. Well, it's really the Della. Do I want to? Why are you throwing? Why? Is this good? See, this is why the title of this stream is this good? Because I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to be negotiating a peace or if Auntie's choice is just evil and I should not deal with them. It's a very... Which morality are we doing today, Obsidian? Which morality? Are we... Because if the general pattern from like Avowed and Our Worlds 1 is to be the best ending is where everyone negotiates. What do I? I'm gonna be honest.
False modesty is my least favorite trait in a subordinate. Remember that. Always own your worth. A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options, assuming we could work out favorable terms. Are you sure you'd rather pursue this over your current exclusive contract with us? Before I contact Ruth, I want to be 110% certain.
Yes!
Fine. I'll initiate a call with Ruth through a secure line and...
Okay, we're...
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability
Remember
is
what we discussed
severely limited.
and act
Let this be the
like it.
first courageous leap you make into a fresh, pioneering new career.
possible day. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less when
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell
Don't let us
heinous
keep you.
ascetic without Auntie's choice.
down 14% in net gross. Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the Order's too busy crunching numbers to attend to business.
There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issues. Cloister's atmosphere has a tendency to...
Oh, yes.
This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better.
So now,
Take that tone with me, little Agent So.
If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed.
From where I'm positioned, I sense 3 sore points still in need of massage. Point 1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology.
we must. The zoo gets general.
Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the archive without interference from Auntie's choice.
What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more practical use. Imagine the marketing strategies it could develop.
I would sever my own hand before giving custody of the archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question.
How about the Order gets the archive? But direct some power to an end.
I am amenable to that proposition. Less work on our part.
I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal.
If Auntie pays the Order for access, that income could fund more scientific research.
No one said anything about paying. But, it would be a pittance compared to the future profits we might derive.
Involving money in science seems questionable. But having access to Auntie's resources would be useful for our research. Fine. Yes, I agree. Reluctantly.
Ruth, I commend you for being so receptive.
On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives, specifically the production of skip cores.
No one understands production like we do. Besides which,
Where Auntie's choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration merely for lack of experience.
so you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants one? Preposterous! And a waste of a perfectly good monopoly.
We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to. And a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
Oh. Why? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I I need science or speech for the good options. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna take off.
Correctly ascertained.
I disagree completely. Just look at how well the Order protected its own assets. Remember Golden Ridge? The Archive? Besides, the Order will inevitably leave money on the table.
This is gonna be my having access.
Pull my other leg. If Auntie's Choice doesn't make a profit from it, I literally couldn't care less.
You're asking me to be a mediator, so let me mediate. My decision's made.
Well, I never accept a deal I don't like. We can end these negotiations at any time, you know. It seems Auntie's Choice stands little to gain from them.
Well, fuck. Well.
Evidently, we have hit an impasse. And you have disappointed me immeasurably. Do not come.
I estimate this. Seeing how you've proven your...
Well, I'd say the only way that could have gone worse is if another rift exploded and tried to kill us. I hope you've got a backup plan.
Well. Whoops.
With Auntie's Choice.
Well, I fucked up.
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Drone League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That will put posterity.
I think I've...
Seats, a blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps.
I don't know what to do. I think I screwed up.
Last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and the Brand Bandits. I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal measurement of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates? I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the...
Like, what do I do? I think I screwed myself out of this.
What nature inflicts to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to better. Because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original...
I think I have screwed up long before this by not specializing. I think I have screwed up a lot. What to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? I'm just thinking. Just thinking. Just thinking. Just thinking. Oh. Oh no. Ah. The autosave. I'm locked. I think I'm locked into it. God damn it. What to do? 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 I think I screwed myself. I have to look this up. I have to look this up. Damn it.
is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. Attention, any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in Proprietary Insight Acquisition, demoted for playing confidential logs in a
Oh, come on.
crowded public toilet.
That's the kind of
Not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to Document Index Manager will refresh your info security fundamentals, Reggie. Congrats! You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. Next is Elise Ripshaw in product development. Remember, Elise, when you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas? Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to me, anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news! Your new role as intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. That's it for this
God.
demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and there won't be a next time. Toodaloo!
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume
With Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity.
Come on.
No, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you face rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grove League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum brand bandits. I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrimmage. Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. But
It's... Ah. I have to redo all this all over again. I have to I simply do not have... I'm just... Oh, I have to repeat all this all over again. Ugh.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend.
I see you're back.
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been well.
Better.
Now, I assume you won't. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful. But we're most interested in the Can't say I... What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? Oh, good to know, good to know. What else? Excellent. A lot too bad. All right.
So, tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization?
We share sinners.
I do hope you'll forgive these two. They're So, you've been She stated this was your idea.
Yes, but now that I have time to think about it, I don't think you should meet with her.
No? Why?
You're a bunch of bro. No, I don't.
Admittedly, I'm a bit puzzled by yours. I'll tell Ruth. Well now, time's wasting. Do you know the archive on Cloister, the moon-sized computronic contraption?
As you will know.
Whether or not I yet have full confidence in the strategies it
Protectorate.
And sure, it'd put you on the Order's bad side. Permanent. Oh. Small change compared to mental operations, where top lab.
Yeah, I think it's best that I just go with the order for this playthrough, rather than try to force a piece that will only end in failure. Demonstrably.
At this time, residents of LaPlace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Yeah,
Welcome back, Agent. Is there some evaluation I can do for you? As I told you, the conviction of those radicals was such their interpretation of the data was at odds with mine. I forbade them taking action. To no avail. Call it proof. Laplace's garden is more. It saddens me to see the garden so despoiled by our. May you achieve.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. I scarcely take time to engage in idle. I generally prefer to keep discussions. Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this building.
I have to be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, back and resume. Okay. Okay.
do so dearly love residing in a nest of traitors, waiting for them to capitulate, unable to aid my fellows at home. The Sovereign is the true ruler. I was tasked to remain. All this is beyond my purview, I remind.
Your admittance to the Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Plan.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. I scarcely take time to engage in idle specifically a phlogistinated firearm. Capable of great. I was just thinking, I'd love for a stranger to come along and patron. I have nothing but respect for Ruth. If I had to dig for the smallest critique, I generally prefer to keep discussion.
The plan is always in motion, much like may you achieve progress.
Okay, I just screwed up, I think. Oh well! It seems I've screwed up getting their support. Getting either their support. Oh well, screw it. Now, oh well, screw it. Just take it. Who even cares? This whole investigates further. These rations, but not sure crowd with me. The officials server as a finagler. Like, screw it. What could possibly go wrong here?
Wait. The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
Hey.
Not a bad idea, though I'd also suggest garnering backup. Now that's a plan I can...
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental...
Unfortunately, I've screwed up. Unfortunately, I've screwed up, so... So...
disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our...
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Console ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died. Huh? Oh, was it me? Feels like it was. Look, once over.
Hi, Sprint.
Quiet now.
Aggressors in range.
They say I needed help. I do not need a silly thing like.
On a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted self-taught Oh. Not sure how you managed to noticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings. I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need? Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript.
Hasn't left behind, just more of a lone wolf type. We're lone wolves, I guess.
I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to light. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out.
Oh, you must know a lot about the surrounding area, like around the archive?
Indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance. That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a...
Any ideas on that?
You might call in reinforcements. reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession.
Would you consider anything
I
more?
might be convinced to part with them. I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade.
But
As much as I appreciate the compliment, such work is beneath someone of my skills. Accomplished hunters like me are well known to
Fine, I'll get you.
habitat stretches from Here's a fetching headpiece that ought have at it now. I'll learn you all about self-sufficiency and survival yet.
Fitting that I ally with the guy who's teaching me about self-sufficiency. After like
Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts canny and fierce ursapop. Finally!
Suppose that beats auto-cannibalism.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days.
Damn it, this
Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face.
I'm sure that.
I so hope he's all right. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved. For, company.
Well, I don't care. Well, your use to me has ended. Go live your life for however long you live it. Which I won't imagine will be all that long. But, you know, maybe you'll Who knows? But, you know, who knows? But who knows? Maybe it'll last longer than I thought. I see.
This lift shouldn't be operational. Lower forces, what's your status?
Routine system status, no need of concern.
Alright. Carry on.
Cool. Closer. Closer.
Investigating hostile intentions. Back and scan. Standing by to stupefy. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Headshot. My god, they didn't even notice. Who needed reinforcements?
Always dreamt of coming here.
Jar Cleaver regular this way. First one is sent to the first archive. The other complete archive. Huh. Extremely testable energy was only others kind of tries to rebel. Was one exemplary and Asanta, the first archive of both practical and ornamental. And also directing our kids mass ejection machines to set the archives of the decimal points. That removed services very unanimized serials. An apparatus for detecting Arcadis kernel mass ejections, which can disrupt the archives, calculations, or the Castro history, 2 decimal points. These are the sign that removes some services that cost buyers on your favorite unanimized serials.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease?
Ater. Not having him.
Forgive me. I found my...
Oh, you poor man. I sincerely hope we don't have to shoot you.
I see the kid through the door. Do you have it?
I'm the archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that.
You're the Calcaduceus or else.
Certainly. I recognize if you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather...
Spartan is rightly answered. My current is the basic one saying Spartan, so they get into the archive. Is that paradigm?
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Authorized replacement. Greetings, sentient.
Gotcha, they are the hard way? Ah, yes. The hard way. Quote unquote.
Welcome to the archive. I am UENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister.
So, the archive. Its voice, at least.
Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Well, that ain't good.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts?
What just happened to you? Are you okay?
Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion,
caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
You're referring to our other recent.
Anti's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan, a charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky Rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran Rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predicted input. Based on the increasing rate of Rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is Rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them.
Yes, begin processing.
Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of Rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query?
I need to seek to permanently close the rifts.
Previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. Though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger, to perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
And we get that done in more like 10 minutes, maybe 5.
In order to improve calculatory processing of Rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
Restoring thermal transfer. So it sounds important. Why is it optional?
When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, I can process the Rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of Krabbels have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Somehow I don't think the Order will approve of our letting the archive fall deeper into disrepair. We ought to take action.
I guess the co-star is a large walk-in refrigerator. Is that accurate?
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation.
How did they do this damage here?
It's difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to...
Alright, I'm
Return later to discuss the remaining...
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
This hull head again. Can I help you? All right.
Okay. Let's repair that thermal transfer.
Hold fire! This one looks friendly. Or not protectorate, at least. Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape?
I'm not sure. Why are you trying?
Oh, it's because the archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive.
I think it is fully functional.
How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is, well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are. Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you.
That's a good point. How can you?
To speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better... Though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success.
Is it just your order?
A significant number of Antes troopers are trapped. Though, if I'm being honest, I'd certain... What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. Also, near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of crabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Antes choice Adrena time.
What do you know about this stuff?
Down here all connect. So nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, they are incredibly well protected and have repelled... May the universally... ain't it? But at least they got each other.
My scouts reported significant activity in the archive, followed by a mysterious figure emerging from it, which was obviously you. A notion that fills me with questions. So many, in fact, that I have precious little idea on where to start in the asking. I don't suppose you would care to enlighten me as a beginning to our discourse?
Your scouts are correct. I've captured that and I'll look to repair it.
You took the archive? On your own? That's quite a feat. Even after combining our forces, we've been unable to accomplish anything close to that. My name is Provost Finch, and I've been appointed as leader of this motley band.
Look, I'm just call me Commander Shepard, cause I'm a one-man, one-woman army. Looks like you got both Order and anti-soldiers here.
At first, we were antagonists, warring against each other and the Protectorate. But then, the Protectorate locked the lifts and doors, trapping us all beneath the ice. With no escape or access to resupply, continuing to kill each other made scant sense. So, we would pool our food, warmth, and resources while here, and could go back to killing each other if and when we make it to the surface again.
How long have you been trying to?
And we made peace about a week later. I held off a bit, needing to really take stock of the direness before making my offer.
Yes, success.
It took days and days of getting more and more close-fisted with our resources before we decided to set terms.
How are you locked down the...
Unbeknownst to us simple combat shivers, there was a master switch that managed the breakers. As they began to lose ground, the Protectorate garrisoned automechs, flipped the switch, retreated into the foundational buildings, and locked them from the inside.
It's not a guy.
All we have to do is fight our way into the breaker room and turn the lift and door up. Now, we wait, having calculated that the odds of rescue being greater than our chances of successfully assaulting
I'll see if I can lock the system.
With ever-diminishing resources.
I like those odds. I'll see if I can lock the system on down.
Stranger. Perhaps it's just my desperate...
Let's...
Of course nobody's gonna see it. That's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
I can't feel it when I touch my toes with my fingers. Water just to cure your vanity. Which one do you think is gone now?
Of course not. That's idiotic. I just want you to say you feel sorry for me.
Hostilities are
Who needs peace? Really? I'm Commander Shepard. But I'm just Commander Shepard.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Torpificator at ready status. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Go for torpification.
Calcaduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an anti-stress field manager is present and unaccounted for.
It might be...
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Protectorate engineer. Something they didn't prepare much.
Da-da-da.
Proceeding to attack.
The auxiliary department of auto transfer with archive. If one does not store the function, should one possess longer adjustment kit, this is container suffice. Because when replacement using manual start time, the designs laws expect writing this manual the way the right to complain.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Our device. This is Hoyt Shimmerton.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Brass ready if you need a house call. Investigating homicide and tightness. Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Back in business. Combatant scan.
General engineering knowledge won't help here, it seems. Okay. Okay, we're... Prologue and racing sound.
Manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation of the Archive's temperature flow. Now my Crabbles are adapting to the warm waters. Such a pity that the Archive and the Crabbles cannot coexist in the same ecosystem. But the Crabbles need me. That babbling terminal can look after itself.
Why? Who? Who likes crap? Idiot. This looks like... Why do you like crabbles?
Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around?
Yeah, but I'm yeah, but I seem to be a competent engineer, so I know how to do it without. So,
Now to activate the system. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Yeah. Torpificator is charged. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
so we got so if we explosive.
Bad way to go.
Schermerhorn, my new neighbor, is an odd fella. Fancies himself a man of the wilderness. He took the control board for the Spartan lift, so I know he's tech savvy. Just not survival savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone without them.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Oh, it's been 2 hours. So, this has been Agent Fox, aka Raziera, playing our world, and turns out that the whole peace thing was a bust. At least for this playthrough. So, see y'all. Hope you have a good day. This is Agent Fox, signing off.